Hello, Libra. Happy Friday. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be a daily message for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please only take what resonates, leave what does not. All right. Let's get right into your reading, Libra. All right. Let's see. What's coming through for Libra today? I don't know why I feel excited. I don't know, maybe I'm just happy to, be on here with y'all. But I just feel excited. There's this exciting feeling. How do you feel? Like, real quick, just read your body. What you feeling? Libra, what you feeling like? I feel like that's what you need to ask, like, friends, people, like, what are you feeling in your body right now? Like, how you feeling? Not the generic, how are you type of stuff. But what you feeling? And I'm feeling excited, like almost to the point of having like butterflies. That's what I'm feeling like. Almost to the point of like knowing. It's almost like a child on Christmas. It's not a surprise because I know that it's presents under the tree. I know that it's the time where you're getting something at the end of the year. I know I'm going to get something, and it's just like, I wonder what I got type of feeling. Why, like, come on, how y'all feeling? How are you guys feeling today on this beautiful Friday? Yes, 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 yes. Somebody's dancing, somebody's rejoicing. It's yours. They said yes, you got a yes. Things are good. It's just this energy of yes, something is yours, something is meant for you, something happens in your favor, something comes to you. That's why this energy is like, it's big energy. All right, communicate clearly. It's only one way you can say yes. Or a couple of ways you can say yes, but I feel like don't get confused. Somebody could be communicate something very, very clear to you where you can't confuse this yes. That's so crazy. Yesterday we were just talking about a no. What did you say no to? We were just talking about a no. Talking about sitting back and sitting with yourself and listening to your inner voice and getting some guidance on where to go. And it was going to tell you to let something go, to drop something, like something, no. And this was leading you to abundance. Didn't think that this abundance would be coming around that fast. So I'm getting this energy like you probably didn't think that something would be coming around this fast for you. You didn't think that one movement. And then in the reading yesterday, it did say that everything was connected. If you're watching this and you haven't watched yesterday's daily message, then yeah. For some of you guys, it happens really, really quick. This is a quick result, a quick door that's opening. Something is completely quick, all right? You have angelic protection. Don't stop what it is that you're doing. Keep going. Also, I'm getting like angelic permission. You have permission to do something, be something, go somewhere, have something. Yeah, this energy. I feel like a person could be, okay, so romance and connection. You may be saying yes to a person. Somebody may be showing you that they are your person. Friendships could be blossoming. Love could be blossoming. Business relationships could be blossoming. I'm also getting like the energy of newfound friendship too. there was some type of download that you could have possibly been having about this person or a person like this. You could have been visualizing, not really being really, really clear on the face, but clear on the feeling that you wanted to have fulfilled in your visualizations. And some of you guys, you could have been seeing the exact person. I know I'm a type of person who will see someone in a dream before I meet them. Especially romantically, like I would see someone, I would think of something, a person would keep coming up in my mind, and then I would meet them, and then I would date them. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Maybe we're alike. Maybe somebody's out there that's like me, but it's like, it's the energy of you being like intuitive. You going in, you getting some type of visions and faces and people and places and things that you're supposed to see. So somebody here is very, very intuitive. Okay. There's something about a specific connection, most likely in romance. For some of you guys, you could have, you know, you could have been a person who put yourself out there. You could have, you know, made the first move. Okay. You could have asked the person out or something like that, that type of energy. And there's a connection that's blossoming. There's a connection that's in fulfillment for you. All right. We do have signs and reminders. Wow. So someone has been reminded about this connection or this person. There's a person that's coming up here. You could have dreamed of this person. Like you could already know this person, and you just keep having a vision or a dream or a feeling or a thought about this person. Some of you guys could be seeing feathers, butterflies, something in the clouds too. I feel like you could be seeing a lot of different things, different types of stars and things like that. Seeing the sky when it looks like, you know, sometimes you see the sky and it looks like a picture sometimes. Like, and I wish that my camera would do it justice, but I can't even take a picture of it because the camera don't even do it justice, and I'd just rather just take it in with my eyes, you know. So this I can't recreate this beauty or recapture this beauty. I just have to take it all in. Somebody is really, really beautiful. The reason why you're able to see a person or you're able to have dreams of an event with the person before it happens. Now, this can translate as you could have a relationship that is not going the way that you expected, but you keep dreaming or you keep visualizing the positivity, something happens in your favor. This could be you probably don't even know a person. You probably really, really like a person or something like that, and you keep on dreaming about someone. So I feel like it's a person who you keep dreaming. I feel like it's a song that you keep hearing. It could be a commercial that you keep seeing. It's a smell that you keep smelling. It's an animal that you keep on seeing. It's the time. You may have a time for your relationship, or something, some type of angel or angelic numbers may remind you of this person. It may be 444, 222, 1212, 1111, 111, 1010. It could be whatever that kind of reminds you of this person, or it brings this person up for you. This is also an angelic connection. What else is coming out? If you believe. If you believe, ask your angels. You do have your angels around you. I feel like, okay, so now I'm getting a feeling of unsurety. I feel like there's a person who talks themselves out of their blessings or their dreams, or thinks themselves, or better yet, fears themselves out of their dreams. Okay. This is something that you want. This is something that you have been seeing. It happens. It's destined. No coincidence. No coincidences. But then the fear mind sets in and you're like, well, what if this happens? And what if, and what if, and what if, and what if, and what if it's not really mine? And what if I'm not supposed to? And what if, and what if, and what if? And it's like spirit is like, you've been praying like, please spirit, give me a sign, give me a sign. And this, I know our angels be laughing at us because this is how we are. This is how I feel like humans are. Please, God, give me a sign, give me a sign, give me a sign. God throwing every freaking sign at you, throwing it to you in the music outside with the animals, with the stars and the moons. And sometimes you can just click on the YouTube or something, you see a video that confirms everything. Throwing these signs, throwing. You get back on your knees, you don't see nothing. Give me a sign that I'm not gonna miss. Knock me in the head with the sign. Literally get knocked in the head with the sign. Who's like this? Because I'm talking about me. Talk about us, okay? Get knocked in the head with the sign and question it. And I'm not sure if this is your sign. So a lot of times I feel like it's programming. One of the beautiful things we learn about having this human experience is the program. I feel like programming, it programs your mind to need permission for your abundance, or need permission for your fulfillment, or need your permission to, we are so conditioned as children to ask if you want another, ask, could I get this? Could I go get that? Could I go get this? Could I go? When you don't have that type of parental guidance around you and it's something fulfilling, you normally, like, I feel like the normal thing for the human body to do is to sit back and ask and look for permission. Look for somebody to give them a nod and say, yes, you can take it. And the angels surrounding you are giving you this nod. I feel like there's a need for you to believe in yourself. There's a need for you to believe that this is yours, that this is showing up for you. You do have, yes, this is yours. Take it. But if you don't believe, you'll believe that you stole something. You'll believe that you took something that wasn't yours. And then that'll start a whole different ball that we already know. Because I'm pretty sure we done this before. Like, we not rookies, okay? We are not rookies. We've done this before. We might be a little airy, okay? A little airheaded, all right? A little stuck in the clouds. But we are not rookies when it comes to this, okay? Talk to your angels. Get more information. Wait. This is you going in. We know where's the book? On the inside. Where are the answers? On the inside. If you are connected with yourself, if you are in tune with yourself, then you will understand how these signs outside of yourself are validating. But we are usually looking for validation in other ways. We're looking for that parent to tell us, yes, go ahead and go get you some candy and make sure you get your brothers and sisters some. We waiting for that person to tell us, to say, yeah, you can go ahead and get some. Not too much fun. Walk, don't run. But go ahead and have fun. We're waiting for that. Like, we're waiting for that type of parental type of guidance. But you do have this energy of, yes, this is yours. Take it. How does, just like the question that I asked when I got on here, how does it feel? Yes, you can feel all the scariness and all of that, but then get deeper with yourself. How does it feel? Get deeper with yourself about the signs you've been seeing. Do you honestly feel it was a coincidence? Or is this what your mind and your ego is trying to tell you to stay safe and to keep you as a non-believer in things that you just can't explain? You know, your ego needs, it's like math. 1 + 1 is 2. Can't be nothing else but 2. But when it comes to spirituality, there's a lot of inexplainable things that you just can't explain. You can't explain why the girl just came back to life after 3 hours. Or you can't explain why a person was, in a car accident and they didn't get touched, or, they got totaled, the car got totaled, but they came out perfectly fine, untouched, unscathed. It's certain things that you just can't explain. Certain blessings that you just stop. I feel like there's a person who needs to stop looking for, there's a person who needs to stop looking for evidence or an explanation. Not evidence. Had a little brain fart. Had a Libra moment. Exercise. Clean energy food. Yep, time to get that body right, Libra. Somebody has not been exercising. Somebody has not been exercising. Somebody needs to move their body. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy level. The easiest way to increase this energy level is going to be through physical exercise. So choose something fun and meaningful to do. Something that you'll look forward to doing, and it becomes its own reward in itself. Also, clean energy food. When you fuel your body with helpful organic foods, you increase your energy levels and the ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, higher vibrations, which attract golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. I bet you didn't know that your beneficial relationships has a lot to do with the foods that you consume. That's a deep dive. That is a deep dive. I wonder if poor diets lead to poor relationships. Because then in the psychological thing, a poor diet would lead to a poor self-love. Because in love, you have to discipline. So that would lead to like poor self, I would feel like care. Okay. And if you're not taking care of yourself in a certain type of way, you desensitize yourself to certain behaviors that are not good for you. Just like you desensitize yourself from certain foods and drinks that are not good for you. You just learn to live with the slogginess or the heaviness that this food may bring. For some of you guys, it may even be stomach pains, it may be bloating, it may be being backed up, and you just learn how to get along. And then especially because a lot of us, we adopt the diets of the people that we're around. So what if we're not really eating food? What if we eating self-love? And what if, just asking questions, just being a Libra, what if this self-love it attracted other people to us that love themselves on that same level? So there's an opportunity that you could be eating your way from. Now, whatever that is, I'm not saying that everybody has to be big, obese, things like that, and unhealthy or whatever. But it's certain things that you can give yourself. You could be getting your water in every day. Again, exercising. You could be moving your body for at least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour every day. I mean, we got 24 hours. What's 45 minutes, right? You could be eating green foods, fruits. When's the last time you had a fresh fruit? When's the last time you had a balanced meal? A meal that was actually balanced. When's the last time you had something organic, fresh from the earth? When was the last time you had something from scratch? I was just looking up a whole bunch of, because I done got ahead of myself, y'all, and I done baked some homemade dog treats. Okay. And I don't claim to be a baker. I could definitely cook, but baking is where I'm like, I know how to bake about 4 things, and that's what I stick to. And I'm cool with it. So after that, I'm like, okay, they turned out so good. She loves them. I want to see if I can bake some bread. Like, I want to make a loaf of bread. And I'm like, okay, no way. I don't need no more of the carbs at all. But I am going to bake me a loaf of bread just to say that I did it, okay? But when was the time that you baked something from scratch? You made something from scratch. Clean energy foods. Increasing your energy levels. Making your vibration high, which lets me know that the angels want your vibrations high, okay? Then you have donations, tithing, and charitable work. Giving joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time supplies money or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Now, two things from this. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. People who support you, people who inspire you, or organizations that support you spiritually and that inspire you spiritually. I feel like that is very, very important. So instead of laying your eggs or putting things spread out, you're being very, very intentional of what you're watering. I feel like that's, that's big. But that left a lot of questions. What if the relationships that we attract come from the food that we eat? That's a whole nother, I would love to see a documentary on that, like studying people's diets and their relationships, and if there's any type of correlation with people who tend to eat cleaner or people to take care of themselves more with what they consume. Do they tend to have better, healthier relationships or more beneficial relationships? Do they tend to attract more golden opportunities for themselves? We're already at 20 minutes. It's going to be a long one today. What does your soul say? I've been asking y'all how y'all feel. How do you feel? Because what you feel is real. I've been asking y'all, how do y'all feel? How do you feel? And we keep on getting the creator water. The creator water, the water element. Someone needs to connect with themselves, okay? The edge of evolution feels messy. There is this shout, Libra, ground yourself. Libra, ground yourself. It's this energy, when you wake up, how are your mornings? This is the number one way to notice. Are you watering yourself? What are your mornings like? If your morning is like you wake up, you sit in your bed thinking about how you don't want to get up, then you scroll on your phone, on whatever social media apps or something that you may have. You scroll on your phone, and then you drag yourself out of bed, take a shower, whatever, get out, and your day is given, your energy is given away. When you are in your bed, when you first open your eyes, that is your time. That is sacred time. That is a time where you need to talk to God or whoever it is that you believe in, your higher power. That is that time where you need to listen to your inner voice, where you need to establish, what does my voice sound like today? Sometimes our voices come in different tones. Sometimes it's ready for the day, and it's like, oh, you happy, huh? Somebody's happy. Then sometimes it's low. Sometimes it's so. Sometimes it's like, have you even felt what the tone of your voice is? That's that connection with yourself. And it's like a God connection, okay? Because the true self within feels connected to God. So someone is not... There's a person that's not really connecting with themselves in the morning. They're waking up and giving their energy to anyone else. And no wonder you feel depleted. No wonder you are irritated and frustrated and you have no patience. And, you are just irate. That's what happens. I get in that cycle too. I'm like, hold on. I just been giving everything away. I need to lie down for a couple of minutes. That's why one of my biggest things, I don't like my mornings are very, very sacred to me. So I have like a time when I'm willing or I'm ready to give my energy out to the world, because I'm a giver and I give a lot, and I probably give a little bit more than I should. But I do have this thing where in the morning, in order for me to get up and function and do the things that I need to do, I have to do this thing first. Like, I've learned that I need meditation, like I need water, like I need air. It's very, very important to me. Just like water is, air is, food. Like, it's that important to me. I need to pray. I need to meditate. I need to align myself. I noticed that when I started meditating, when I went on a meditation fast for about 21 days every morning, making sure I meditate. Whether it was 5 minutes or 30 minutes, I made sure every morning I etched out time to meditate. And during that time, after the 21 days, after you complete something, you kind of slip back into your normal habits. So I slipped back into my normal habits, and I realized that I was just off. Something wasn't right. And I started meditating again. And I was like, wasn't really a believer. I'm a Libra. Wasn't really a believer. I'm like, okay, that was cool. Slip back into your normal habits. Things weren't right. It just didn't feel right. And I started realizing, oh, I need this. This is something that I need. This quiet time is something that I need. And a lot of times in life, we try to run away from ourselves. For some of you guys like me, I'm a normal, quiet person. And as I got older, I started extending my energy out to others and wondering why something just I didn't feel like me. And I had to go through a meditation journey to realize, oh, I need this. That's probably why, I'm a type of person who likes to be by themselves sometimes. And I might be journaling, I might be listening to something, I may be researching, but that quiet time for me is very, very important to me. Introverted, okay? That quiet time is very important. But a person definitely needs to connect with their inner voice. What is your inner voice telling you? Someone may need to make a prayer routine. Someone may need to make a meditation routine. It may even just be you sitting in silence. You're just sitting with yourself. You may need to carve out extra minutes. You may need to wake up earlier or go to sleep earlier. Okay? You may need to carve out extra minutes just to spend with you. That is sacred time. Sacred time for you. Okay? Because your soul is saying something, and there's a need for you to tap in. There's a need for you to listen. Even with a gift that's coming towards you, there's still a need for you to kind of like listen to what's happening around you. So I'll put these down here. Okay. Going into Believe Your Own Magic. For this reading. Now we get into the reading. All right, let's see. What's the daily message for Libra? Today's message for my lovely Libra. Let's see what's coming out for you. A peaceful solution. There's a police. There could be some type of police activity. There's a peaceful solution, resolution that comes. Um, Somebody could have needed to call the police. There could have been some type of police activity or something like that. Let's see what's coming through. Wow, Libra, you're in the energy of tuning in. You're in the energy of tuning in. You're in the energy of not trying to seek other people's approval. You're in the energy of coming home to yourself, loving your own energy. You're in this like introverted type of energy, no matter if you're an extrovert or an introvert. You're taking control of your own narrative of your life. I feel like this can come out two ways. This can have a person who thought that, or they may be shied away from time from themselves because of what another person may think about them. But you're not looking to seek approval from anyone but you. And not even you. You're just not looking to seek approval. You're in this very, very free type of energy, being with yourself type of energy. You could be reading more, you could be writing more, you could be praying more. But it's like you're getting in. You're very, very, I want to say, in some type of introspection. That's because there are downloads coming to you. Your intuition, and you have downloads about being in your own peaceful solitude. Also, there's downloads that's coming towards you. You may have a lot of downloads that you're getting, and maybe you need, that's a high energy, so maybe you need some more downtime, some more alone time, some more rest, some more personal time, whatever it is. This is you having your me time. On the spiritual plane, oh, okay, okay. On the spiritual plane, you're letting something go energetically, spiritually. So if you haven't already cut something off in the physical, depending on how you work, now most feminines work in a way where we tap out emotionally first and then we make a decision. Most masculines have this energy where they're going to make the decision and then they tap out emotionally. So depending on where you are, not saying if you're masculine or feminine, that's how you have to operate. But how do you do things? Do you tap out with things emotionally first, like you're emotionally done, and then you kind of set the boundary or you set the action showing it? Or do you show it first and then you give yourself time to release any emotional bonds? So this would be a person who would be either getting themselves out of a bond first emotionally, and then they making themselves ready to make the necessary boundaries. This could also look like a person who has already set a boundary, and now they're releasing the bonds that they have, the invisible bonds that you may have. These are soul contracts and things like that. So you're in this energy where you're letting a person go. And this is particularly a person who's a villain in your story. Arch nemesis. Me being a writer, I love to look at my story, my life as a story, and like who's the enemy, who's the angel, who's the person that comes. You know how they write stories? They have certain characters to play certain parts, and sometimes I like to put certain parts and characters just like for fun. And sometimes it can be very, very helpful for me to understand certain things, and me also to remain in my main character energy, understanding that this is my story and everybody's revolving around me. And everybody is here because of me. Just like they say on reality TVs, like I was your storyline. That's how I look at it a lot of the times in certain things. So there's a villain here in your story. There's a villain that you're supposed to overtake, that you're supposed to overcome. That's the point of the story. We're not watching the story just to see how the villain took over. Usually watching the story to see how I forgot, is it the protagonist? I forgot my story things, but we trying to see how the main character wins in the end. Okay, we want to see the main character win. That's how I always know how stories are going to go, especially if it's like a scary movie or like a suspense movie. I identify the main characters and I'm like, oh, they're not going to die. This is their story. They're telling the story. They're like, oh, you keep spoiling it. I'm like, it's common sense, but I guess common sense ain't that common. And then, I am a little airy. But there's a person who is a villain here that you are releasing a bond from. And you're taking your own narrative back. Okay? Some of taking this own narrative back may leave you in some type of spiritual solitude. You may rid yourself. You may be leaving a relationship, whatever it is. But listen, practicing self-love. Remembering to practice self-love. This is you practicing self-love. You letting go of something. And you have signs and reminders. So this is coming up to me as on a spiritual level. Like, you're going to be getting intuitive hits on the spiritual level. And on the spiritual level, you are going to be getting signs and reminders of why you should let something go, or why you've let something go. Period. So this would be the person who already made the boundary before they took out the traps, the emotional bonds and things like that. You'll be getting reminders of why you made a good decision to let this thing go. For the person who is leaving emotionally and has to physically make a boundary, you are getting signs and reminders of why this is a good decision, why you should make the decision to create a boundary and let something go. Okay. On the physical plane, there's a lot of change that's happening. Like, somebody is going through their like waiting to excel moment. You may be cutting your hair within the next few weeks. Okay. Somebody is making some type of change. Things are completely changing. There's something that you are completely cutting away from your life. This could be also a negative mindset. So there's something that you are completely changing away from your life. There's something that you're changing. Like, I'm getting like this part, like at the end of like, this isn't that, don't judge me, y'all. But like at the end of Set It Off, when Jada Pinkett cut off her braids, like that, like just new, free. Or if you're a natural girl, I'm a natural girly. Like when you did your big chop, free. That's what I'm getting, like a big chop. People don't know what that is. That's when, you transition to natural and you cut off your processed or heat damaged hair and you embrace your natural curls. Okay. So speaking of like the big chop, this is you embracing what comes natural. You're embracing your natural something. Could be a natural gift. Could be your natural something. You're embracing something that grows naturally. But there's a need for you to cut off all the mess of trying to put it in a box, or trying to fix it, or trying to make it presentable, or trying to make it exceed up to other people's expectations. Cutting it all off. And dealing with whatever God gives you. Also, this is this energy of you like in this new growth or this new birth, where you're cutting things away and you are protecting and watering this new found freedom. This could be newfound confidence. This could be newfound abundance that's coming towards you. This could be a newfound relationship with self or a relationship with another person. It's you're nurturing it. So in the physical, you're making some type of change. And this is like a bold change, just like if you were to just cut all your hair off. It's given that period in your life where something has to go. You can no longer kind of hide under something, or you need some type of transition. You're going through a physical transition period or transformation. And this is like it's very, very spiritual. So you could be dressing different. You could be cutting something off. It's just a physical transformation. All right. And this is happening within the next few weeks. So from now to about 3 weeks later, you'll be in this like transitional period where you do something completely different and something is, done. Now in love, there's a need for you to stand up for yourself. Oh, somebody needs to get away. Get away from this person. Whoever this person is, they're an evil queen. This doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be some close relationship that could be weighing dear on your heart, okay? This is a person you love. Some endings are inevitable. There's a person who's not going to be able to shake this ending. That means that this villain is coming through in one of your dear relationships. So you could have a dear relationship with whoever this villain is, this evil queen, who tricks you into giving up all your good love, but they give you something weird. It's like you thought you were exchanging cubes of sugar. And for some of you guys, you got like really, really got. You didn't expect it to be salt. You think highly of this person. You gave them your sugar. Why wouldn't they give you your? Why wouldn't they give you theirs? And until you get home and ready to cook, and your pie tastes crazy. And now the pie tastes crazy because you realize that this was all salt. And this could be a person who would be like, oh, honest mistake. There's a need for you to stand up for yourself. In standing up for yourself, the relationship ends. It gets to that point. There's a need for you to take a step back from this relationship. Move back. Get out. Take a step back from this relationship. Take yourself out of this relationship. What a person's give, somebody is not being genuine with what they're giving. And they know that you have something genuine to give. That's why they come into your source. That's why they come into you to get this genuine, to get this sugar. But they only have salt to offer. They could also play on the fact that you trust them, to play on the fact that you believe them, until later on you realize, hold on. Why do my cookies taste salty? Why is my coffee... Speaking of that, I need coffee. I haven't even had coffee. In career, you have dragons. Slay them all. You have something lovely will grow from this, and you have stars. So for some of you guys, you are going to be everything you said you are going to be. You are going to do everything you said you're going to do. I can see it. I can see it here. There could be multiple people. And I felt like your biggest revenge is that you came to this life and you are going to do everything your soul said it was going to do. That is going to be your biggest flex. Another big flex is you're going to manifest some type of huge wish that you have for yourself. I feel like there could be a relationship that you feel pressured to keep in order to maintain something, or pressure to have in order to help you get what it is. But you're going to get everything that you set out for. Like, you get everything that you set out for. And this is happening in career. So for some of you guys, your career blossoms. Your career completely blossoms. Your career completely blossoms. And when does this happen? In the near future. In the near future, completely, you get everything that you, whatever it is. You may have a deadline. For some of you guys, this is probably like, you may say like, by the end of this year I want, and here we are more than halfway through, and you like, okay, it probably ain't, it's not looking like I'm gonna have everything. You'll be surprised. Some of you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised of how this manifests for you. But there's a relationship that you must cut off, create some type of boundaries, get yourself out of it emotionally, detach from emotionally. That needs to be some type of cutting, okay? Completely. Release your guilt. What's coming towards you is an opportunity for you to release your guilt. Let your guilt burn. You see the fire at the clovers. Let it burn. Release your guilt. Give yourself the crown you deserve and surround yourself around love, okay? Release your guilt for, I guess, surrounding yourself around love. People who love you. Got lavender here. Thorns, lavender, clovers. You may be seeing a lot of herbs, flowers, things like that. Flower messages could be possibly coming towards you. Don't feel guilty for letting something go. Especially if you're waiting for the approval or the love or something, when you already have a place where you can go to get some type of love. So don't feel guilty. You got, now is not the right time. Not the right time. This is not the right time for you to feel guilty about giving yourself love or celebrating you or giving yourself the support that you need or going to the support. Like, this is just not the right time for you to feel guilty for that. Okay, what's coming towards you is you have homework. You could be taking yourself out on a date or doing something just solely with yourself. It's this energy of you being in this like sacred solitude that's really, really big. You also have, you can be your own knight. You're saving yourself. You're rescuing yourself. There's something that you can do for yourself. And then also you have, be honest with yourself. I'm feeling like this is giving me like, what is your soul saying? What is your soul saying about this? Success. There's something that is a success. And how do you truly feel about this success? Remember, we talked about not going into the fear once you get this abundance, once you get that thing that you've been waiting for, that thing that you've been trying to get, okay? And your ancestors. Wow. You have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. There's a relationship that you think you need to soar. You don't need that relationship in order to soar. You've also been sent down here with a map of some sort. Something that has all the answers, or the answers are within you. That's probably why your spirit is telling you to come home to yourself. And this is your Phoenix hour. This is a time when you rise. This is a time when something looks like, or it seems like it's supposed to stop you, but it's really not. You are the Phoenix. You are about to take your story back, and it's like, now how is that? Something beautiful. Like, you get everything that you say you're going to get. And here we go. Ask your angels again. Ask your angels. Say, could you clarify? Could you send me another sign, please? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.